Well, hello, and welcome to Pop and Heat, episode 44. I'm Kier.
And I'm Leash. And welcome to your new favorite wrestling podcast.
Hey, guys. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hi.
Episode 44.
Episode 44.
I mean, we're a little loose on...
Why do we even say it anymore? Why do we even reference what episode number it is?
If you've been following, I totally botched the episode number a couple of episodes ago. We owned it on the last one, but yeah.
We're back on track.
Yeah.
I mean, if that matters to anybody.
44.
44.
Let's roll.
We didn't record last week.
That's right.
And yeah.
Family from Europe is down.
Yeah, my brother, he lives in Ireland with his family, and they are down visiting right now. So we've been busy with that, but we had enough time to get our episode in this week, which we're really excited about because Elimination Chamber is this Saturday. So we had to do a predictions episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber feels close to the heart.
Yeah.
Because we were at last year's in
That's
Toronto
true.
when Cena went heel, and it was kind of like the first thing for Pop and Heat as well. Like we went and gave away a ton of T-shirts and things, just trying to get the word out. So, yeah, feels nostalgic.
It'll be a hard one to beat because it was a good Elimination Chamber.
It was.
Yeah.
And I mean, anything without Cena now is going to feel a little not as cool because it was the Cena farewell tour, right? So everything was a lot more exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we do actually have some stuff to touch on from Raw and SmackDown this week. We're not going to do full recaps, but there's some key points we want to talk about because we have some opinions.
Yeah, can't really move on without talking about a few things.
Of course. Yeah. So the first thing I want to get into is the Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre saga.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they did another thing. What was that? I guess that was on SmackDown, and that was at the very beginning. And Drew was up in the stands and obviously arguing back and forth. Fatu tries to chase him up there. They hold him back. Cody's down there. My point in all this is that they're really pushing this kind of three-way drama situation. And you and I have been talking about the potential for that turning into some kind of, like, if Cody wins Elimination Chamber, picks Drew for WrestleMania, could this turn into a triple threat match?
I think it seems definitely possible. I heard Nick Aldis, not on the mic or anything, but I heard Nick Aldis say to Fatu as he was like trying to get him out of the arena the other night, I'll get you Drew,
Yeah.
How are you going to do that? Really, I mean, maybe on an episode of SmackDown, which they could do that.
Yeah.
But if we're talking PLEs, it's not going to happen at Chamber. And, WrestleMania is going to be whoever wins Chamber against Drew, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's definitely possible that a story builds to make that three-way match happen. It's been those three guys now in the story for, I mean, it feels like a couple months now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I could see it being a scenario where Cody wins Elimination Chamber, Jacob Fatu, tries to assert himself in there, and Cody says, screw it, I'll take on both of you.
Oh, yeah, it could even go that way. Yeah, exactly. Cody's that crazy.
Yeah. I just don't think that for the amount that they've been pushing it, this three-way story, for it to end in just a match with Drew and Fatu on a SmackDown, like, that doesn't make enough sense to me. I think they've got the three of them in this mix, and we need to end it with the three of them. So
I'd be inclined to agree with that. And I did think of that earlier, but then I remember that Drew has the title right now because he beat Cody in a best of three scenario on a SmackDown.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
You never know.
You never know. But we're close to WrestleMania, so
yeah,
we will see. But that's our opinion on that. Okay, triple threat.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah. Next up on things we wanted to talk about, Liv picked Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, with a punch to the face.
And a microphone punch to the face. Just to really, make the impact.
She kind of fakes it out and looks at Jade. it does not go that way.
Nope. And Jade kind of just looks at her like,
Yeah.
cool.
Jade's like, do your thing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
After she hits Stephanie Vaquer, Liv kind of looks at Jade to be like, are you going to do something? And Jade's like, yeah, do whatever you got to do. I'm out of here. You didn't pick me. I'm done.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And like, I knew, I mean, who didn't know? There's a world where Liv's going to voluntarily choose to fight Jade instead of Stephanie. Come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they had this whole Raquel Stephanie Vaquer thing going on for a while. And Raquel is on these episodes, well, I guess on Raw, she qualified for Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
So she's in the running to have a WrestleMania match as well. I don't know if it'll go that way. We're going to do our predictions after, but I'm trying to work out in my head how it would play into feeding that storyline still. This kind of, because Liv and Raquel have had some issues. Raquel had issues with Stephanie Vaquer. I don't know. I'm not like advocating for triple threat matches everywhere, but I don't know if does that still go somewhere? Do you see any possibility for that?
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
I think that's one of those things that's like they kind of dip their toes and they went, no.
Never mind.
No. It doesn't seem like that is going to happen. Like those paths don't have any reason to cross right now, right?
Too difficult to connect them back.
I agree that it did seem as though there was tension building.
Yeah.
Within Judgment Day and specifically Raquel and Liv, but I think if that's going to happen, and I mean, I'm sure it will eventually. I think it's back burner right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get into what we think is going to happen with Raquel and Chamber in a bit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
No, I think Liv and Raquel are going to stay buddies for a bit, and
yeah, there's no way to make it work. So
no, and they keep teasing things like we thought Roxanne was going to have tension with Liv because of the Dom thing, and it really looked like that was something they were going to do. Just squashed it.
Yeah.
So
I like what they've been doing with leading up to Liv choosing her kind of dynamic with Dom and Stephanie Vaquer, and we've liked the kind of Dom acting as translator kind of dynamic. That's been really funny. So I think it was obvious that she was going to pick Stephanie Vaquer. I'm glad that she did because I like the dynamic that's been going on.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Next item. Okay, we had a qualifier match for Elimination Chamber, men's Elimination Chamber. It was El Grande, Americano, Jey Uso, Bronson Reed. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Well, it was for a little bit.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Bronson Reed no longer available to continue the match. He's out of there. You immediately were like, I think Bronson Reed's injured. We thought visibly like El Grande and Jey Uso looked like they were killing time and improvising.
It was, especially after having watched Unreal, everything that was unfolding there was so obvious, right? Like you see the ref just like getting down to have like full out conversations with El Grande and Jey Uso. Like, I mean, it was, they were doing the best they could on the fly. And I mean, what do you do in those moments, right? Like everybody must be in full panic mode. And I mean, I guess they did an okay job trying to bring it in, but
I didn't think it was horrible. So Jey wins this match, pins El Grande Americano. I mean, he looked confused. Like the look on his face, I said to you, I'm like, Jey Uso is confused at what's going on right
now. We both agreed. Like the popular opinion here, I'm going to guess, is that Bronson was supposed to be the guy in Chamber.
Yeah.
So if he wasn't, what were they going to do with Vision? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, there's nothing else going on there. If it's not Bronson, then it's one of these other two baby faces. And I mean, El Grande is a baby face now.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, that's just how that is. You've got...
But original El Grande is...
Yeah, exactly. The OG? Is that what Original Grande?
The Original Grande.
But anyways, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be Bronson Reed in this. I could be wrong, obviously, but that would have made more sense. Now we've got an Elimination Chamber just full of baby faces.
Yeah, so I did look up if Bronson Reed, if that has been confirmed as an injury. It looks like it has a significant injury. for Bronson Reed. And then it did say in the articles that I read, I haven't looked at any like kind of buzz on social media, but it did look like in the articles that he was the favorite. He was the person that people thought was supposed to win this match. And it makes the most sense. Like you said, we've got the Vision, who is supposed to be this powerful force, and now none of them are in the Elimination Chamber. How does that make any sense? And to the point you just made, you look at the list of guys that are in there, and you're like, we barely have a heel. We have Trick Williams.
And he's new. He
And
doesn't
he's
really have traction with
brand
anybody.
new. Yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but I guess they did what they could. Jey Uso's a safe bet out of those three to send to Elimination Chamber if they have to. They get to do a Yeet Fest, I guess. So that's cool.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber's really lacking the kind of star power or like pizzazz that I think it's had the last couple of years anyways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Who have we got? I mean, we'll get into predictions just for the sake of this conversation. So we've got Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams. So that's two brand new, and Jey Uso. Which is so weird. Like Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso. These are our regular main roster, like, have some kind of tenure with WWE main roster. These are the guys, and they're all huge baby faces.
Yeah. And Javon is clearly a baby face as well.
Yeah,
Like he's
bouncy.
Okay, so Trick is the heel, but again,
one heel.
No traction with any of these guys.
No.
He's got more traction with Sami Zayn than anybody.
Yeah.
Like what are we doing here?
Definitely no story. Now I will say for WWE, for crowd pleasers, for lack of a better word, I mean the crowd loves Trick Williams. They go crazy,
Yeah, for sure.
But I just
they go
think
crazy for all these guys.
Storyline wise, it's weird. You've got like a bunch of best friends in there, like Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. It's ridiculous.
Elimination Chamber is just like, it's brutal. You got these boxes that you're smashing people through. You're like power bombing people off of like a 7-foot high podium with the box, like, I mean, it's really such an aggressive match, or should be.
Yeah.
And you got all these guys that are buddies. Like Cody and Jay are like hugging at the beginning of Raw the other day. I'm like, what the hell?
That's what I mean. It's a best friend fest, and how are they supposed to be, vicious with each other to the degree that you need it to kind of be entertaining? There's no bad guys in there. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll move on from that. We'll come back to it in the predictions.
Yeah.
Next, Brock Lesnar's open challenge.
Yeah.
So he came out with Paul Heyman. Didn't say anything. Paul Heyman speaks for him. Is that a regular thing? Like, is he ever promo?
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, we have seen him do some.
His voice doesn't suit his size.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, I was gonna say kind of like Mike Tyson, maybe not to that degree, but yeah, it's
a little higher pitched than it looks like it should be.
It doesn't sound as tough as he is and looks.
But yeah, they come out and basically announce all the dates that he will be showing up to shows before WrestleMania. All of the appearances. Yeah, there is quite a few for somebody that's kind of part-time,
Mm-hmm.
But I did read, and I've been saying for a while, they've been saying that they're going to make Brock Lesnar more prominent this year. So, and he basically open challenge to anybody, puts it out there to anybody that wants to step up to him. I don't know what they're going to do here. I have suggested, and maybe it's far out there, but if we do like, Monster Man versus Monster Man, Obafemi would be a great challenger for Brock Lesnar. And he is getting, I think a lot of good crowd reaction. Like he does his march and the crowd's doing it, and he is visually a beast. So
it's a good pair up for sure.
Yeah.
I think that probably should happen at some point.
If it's not an end game, it will be a match over the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is to try to set up something compelling for him at WrestleMania. I don't know if that's the one. Like Oba's brand new.
Maybe not
And he gets
WrestleMania worthy.
WrestleMania with
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. I don't know. I mean, it's not out of the question, but I kind of thought just because they mentioned all these dates he's going to show up at, I'm going to guess. And I mean, we're talking long shot. Okay, this is
Lay it on me. I'm excited.
more than likely not going to come true. But because they laid out all these dates he's going to be there, I think that they're going to just kind of have him show up. Nobody challenges for the first bunch of them. Then right as it's getting to the end and it looks like nobody's going to challenge him for WrestleMania, I think maybe Chris Jericho comes back and says, "Yeah, I'll give it a go."
Maybe.
Chris Jericho's a little older than Brock, but Brock's not a young man. I think he's deep 40s for sure. And I think he might be like 48 actually.
Yeah, didn't we read though that him coming back was not really going to be he is still listed as active roster with AEW?
Yeah, but I think that is wrapping up before Mania, and I think his Aussie tour wraps up before Mania too. So I don't know.
Well, it's in there. It's
probably just wishful thinking.
I said this earlier, nothing is impossible in WWE.
No, your matchup of Oba and Brock is far more, sensible. I mean, Brock will just rip 55-year-old Chris Jericho in half and say, well, that wasn't too fun. But
yeah,
who knows?
Woo! Well, those are some options for that. We'll see what happens. Next, AJ Styles. So
our favorite.
We had his tribute episode, which for a lot of it, you and I were like, okay. They keep talking about it being a tribute episode. People keep interrupting things and taking attention away from AJ Styles. Is this a tribute to AJ Styles other than you rolling clips of him on commercial break? It didn't fully feel like a tribute. He's not really there. But then at the end, he does show up.
Yeah.
And it is a nice little speech he makes to the crowd. He finally does lay his gloves down, which he said he didn't do before because he wanted to lay them down at home in Atlanta, Georgia. And then we get our old pal, The Undertaker, comes out. And immediately when I saw him, I was like,
Obvi.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's going
that's his
into the
thing
Hall of
now,
Fame.
right? Now
he's the Hall of Fame announce crew.
Yeah. If he comes out and doesn't tell you you're in the Hall of Fame, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as you see him, you're like, I'm going in. I'm doing it. But yeah, announces AJ Styles is the newest inductee for the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame. He and Stephanie McMahon are the inductees thus far.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So that was cool. I don't like AJ Styles.
I know. I've been waiting. I'm like, when's it coming? Say what you really feel.
No, you know what? He had a nice little hug it out session with everybody at the end, and I thought, look at all these people out here so happy. Lots of people were in tears, like the other wrestlers, or just really emotional hugging him, and I'm like, well, that just goes to show you, everybody seems to love him. There's so many people out there, wishing him well and excited for him, so that's nice. That's what I
don't remember them doing that for John Cena.
I don't think it was televised, but I did see clips of a bunch of people out there for him.
Oh, yeah. They let him hold the two belts and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, that's right. It was different, but it was still good.
Different in the sense that John Cena is actually retiring, and I'm still not convinced AJ Styles
I feel like he's just gonna jump to another promotion. I felt like when Undertaker told him he's going in the Hall of Fame, he was like, "Oh shit,
now I have to retire."
It's like you're really
no.
Me.
We have some active Hall of Famers.
That's true. That's true.
So. Okay, lastly, out of the things we want to talk about from Raw and SmackDown, I have to comment on the crate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So there's this crate that got delivered. I think it first got delivered to Raw. Adam Pearce was like, I don't want anything to do with this. Ship it over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
So he did that. They sent it back from SmackDown to Raw again this Monday. And he's like, you know what? We'll open it together at Elimination Chamber. it says do not open until the date of Elimination Chamber, February 28th, I think that is. What are we thinking? What do you think's in that crate? I mean, I know you know what I think, and I'll bring it up. But do you have any thoughts?
I have a couple. I mean, my first thought is if something showed up on your doorstep and you didn't know what it was, or who it was from, and it said "Don't open till this date," would you wait?
No, I'm opening it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I want to know what's in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we should ask. Like,
Yeah.
tell us what you think. If this showed up on your doorstep, are you just gonna wait for the date? Or are you opening it right away? Like,
And might I add, there's no consequences listed. It's like, don't open till February 28th or this will explode. Like, there's no consequences. Just don't open till February 28th. Well, I don't know.
well, that you don't know.
Oh,
They're
okay.
they're not. Their
It's worse? Is that
consequences aren't
worse?
specified, but the instructions are there. If
Yeah.
you fail to follow instructions, perhaps it's implied that consequences will follow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That's why I want to know. What do you think, guys? What would you do?
Yeah. What would you do? Comment. Let us know what you would do. I have so immediately my first thing was like in the Undertaker Kane realm, which I read an article today of somebody else predicting that could potentially be it. I don't think it's the Undertaker. He's out there giving out Hall of Fame inductions. And I don't know that it's Kane, but I'm just saying you and I got into a bit of a heated debate because you were like, it's not a person. Like, how are they going to feed this person or give them oxygen or whatever you said? And I was like, yeah, it's WWE. I mean, theoretically, if it was the Undertaker, like he's already dead, he doesn't need any of those things. You
I
know?
mean, that would be like one of the only scenarios that they could try to play off of why bathroom breaks wouldn't be necessary. But to really squash that, Taker was just there telling AJ Styles he's in the hall. So,
and this is why I said it's not him, obviously, but it stands to reason that there could be explanations for why a person could be in there that long and not need essentials.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know who else falls in that category, but
yeah, I just don't think that it's a person. With that said, I don't really have any, better suggestions as to what is in the crate,
Yeah.
but I can't see it being a person. I don't know what it's going to be.
So part of the prediction I read today that brought up this conversation was somebody had said maybe it had something to do with Gunther. He's the career killer now, and maybe it is a person in there, and it's like a WWE legend of some sort come to avenge the killing of careers that Gunther's been doing. So that was kind of where that all came from, and I'm not really sure, but I don't know what. I just can't even fathom what it would be if it's not a person. So.
Yeah, as I say, I don't really have an alternative guess, but
it's person
we don't have to wait too much longer to find out. So
yeah, all right. Well, we
it's
will
coming.
see. It's coming on Saturday.
Maybe like a new belt.
Yeah, but why is it in like a 6-foot tall box or a 7-foot tall box?
I don't know. It's on a podium.
It's human sized.
I mean, yeah. Statue. We're going to find out, folks.
I don't like that idea. I don't know. If anyone has any thoughts, please comment them because I need some more ideas in my head about this because I'm so curious. So comment.
Yeah. A, would you open the box before?
Kier really needs to know that.
What do you think is in the box? All right.
What's in the box? Okay. That's it. That was our kind of, key things we wanted to mention. So we will move into our first segment.
Top of the pop.
Top of the pop.
All right. Wow.
Who's getting top of the pop? I know who I'm picking, but it's a repick. A repeat. We can say it on the count of 3.
I mean, for me, it feels like it's always one of two guys.
I know.
Like it's always. Why Or like when AJ Lee shows up, it's her for some silly reason. But anyways.
It is unequivocally the person that I'm going to say, and it doesn't matter if it keeps repeating. That's who's getting the top of the pop lately. So
Okay, you just go. You say who do you think?
it's CM Punk.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Cody had a lot of.
He gets a good pop for sure.
It's obviously still huge, but these two guys, they're turning the wheel, man. Like
people are excited about CM Punk, and they have been for a while, even before he had that belt. Like people, there was a real big wind up to this, and people are still at that top, and like like that goes away eventually. We had Jey Uso for a while that we just kept giving it to Jey Uso, Yeet Fest, and then it was like, okay, now people are being forced into Yeet Fest. It's not exciting anymore. Like people are doing it because they have to.
I was saying to you when we were watching it, but I guess was it Monday? I think it was Monday. But there was a guy in the seat, like, because the crowd just feels compelled, like they have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but there's a guy in the seat. He's literally just like,
yeah, checking his emails.
Yeah, like, oh crap. I mean, at the very least, we could stop the running it back, right?
Oh, stop running it back. Do it once, okay? You're lucky to get one.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. Okay,
anyways, CM Punk, top of the pop. Good for you.
It is quite astounding how consistent and powerful his fandom is, like his promo game is just dynamite. And I think that's the key, right? Like they're just so pumped to hear him talk. It's really pretty cool.
And he stands for this really like punk rock fighting against the man. Like he's at the top of the pyramid, but he's the person that, fought against the machine to get there. And he's not like Cody gets a great pop, but Cody is the machine, like he is ultra baby face, like, lives for the company. And CM Punk's like a little bit against the company. It is this, like I said, this punk rock kind of vibe where he's like, I don't care about the rules. He's an anarchist.
That's so well put.
People love that.
You described that perfectly. Like, I mean, if someone had not been watching and, you were trying to explain what they're looking at, that's it. Cody is, kind of the corporation.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, and Punk, he's not the bad guy. He's just he's like the Robin Hood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Good for him. Well, we have another segment to do.
Let's do it.
You suck.
Hottest of the heat.
Hottest of the heat.
Oh yeah. Well, it's repetitive again, but undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
The Ring General.
The Ring General. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. He comes out just like, what are you doing celebrating this bum I just put to bed?
He tries to ruin AJ Styles' memorial episode.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Gunther's dope.
Yeah. He is really great. Yeah. I mean, and we've really come around because if you asked us like 2 years ago, it was like, this dude's boring. What's he doing on here? And now we're like, hottest of the heat.
Well, and as we talked about a few episodes ago, he's like the only real bad guy. Like the only bad guy that you actually don't like.
Yeah.
Like all the other bad guys, you're booing them because you're supposed to, but really you're like, oh, they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just great at what he does.
Yeah. 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 No, he's definitely like the guy that you're hating because you hate, not hating and loving to hate. I don't know. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Okay. Last segment.
The social.
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 Nice.
pretty. You
It's a
like
good
that one?
finish. It was a good job.
All right.
You did a great job on that
Well,
one.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Back at you.
We have a short social today. Only have a couple things to
Yeah, but
discuss.
good.
Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff.
This you brought to my attention, and it is quite interesting. So I'll go through the points of it. Unless do you want to explain it? What happened? I have the quotes.
Yeah, I'll kind of lay it out there, and then you hit the quotes.
I'll read
okay?
the quotes. Yeah.
All right.
Go
So
ahead.
basically, the other day, I'm doing my scrolling thing, and I read that. Well, and everybody probably heard that Booker T was voted by Pro Wrestling Insider, their annual awards. Booker T was voted worst TV personality.
Announcer.
Or announcer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And anyways, a lot of people took offense to that and came to his rescue, in various ways through social media. But one in particular was Bully Ray, and he pretty much lost it on Dave Meltzer. And I thought it was fantastic. I've been saying this for a long time. Like, first of all, my thoughts on Dave Meltzer, I often just think, like, why do you even bother doing what you do? You don't seem to like anything about wrestling. Everything I read that this guy posts is negativity. It's down-putting. It's sleazy, nasty. Like, why are you doing it? And that's basically what Bully Ray came out and said. It's bang on. And if you haven't,
Yeah.
heard it, well, you're gonna hear some of the
Want me to
quotes,
read
but
it?
you should go and check it out.
All right. He says, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I came out with my Bully Ray End of the Year awards, and guess who won for most poisonous, cancerous, bottom-feeding piece of crap who's never taken a bump in his life? Guess who won that award? The same guy who gave the award to Booker T. You know who's the worst? Dave Meltzer. He's the worst. He's the worst at everything in pro wrestling. You're the worst, Dave. The worst. You poison the business. You're no good. Delete your account. Delete your newsletter. You're the worst, Dave. How's that? Everything that he does is ridiculous. And lately, the old effer, I can't swear, has been botching his news, his reports, his backstage news, his stooge reports. Get a life. Get out of the wrestling business, and whatever you've milked from it, you cancer, you lesion.
Yeah.
So
Pretty powerful.
tell us how you feel.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, I know you did. You felt good about it. Every time I bring up something Dave Meltzer said, you're like, ah.
Wow, because
Dave Meltzer.
again, he's just such a rotten person.
Yeah.
And he gets a spot in like all the documentaries.
Yeah.
He's in everything. Like why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eh.
Eh.
I'm with you, Bully.
Okay, next thing, before we do our final predictions here on the social that I want to mention. Okay, so WWE World. So there's been some more announcements of who's going to be appearing at WWE World, and we just bought tickets to WWE World.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, for one day so far. We might get more. You had to buy your WWE World tickets by the 23rd, which was Monday. And if you did that, then you got pre-sale access once the meet and greets were released with the superstars. So we wanted to make sure we at least got one day down so that we get in on some pre-sale stuff for that day at least, and then maybe we'll add on some others. But I'm gonna read off who's gonna be there, because if you are going to WrestleMania, you should get some WWE World tickets because it's pretty sweet. We've watched lots of videos on it now, and we're pumped to go there.
Yeah, can't wait. It's basically like a WrestleMania museum.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we've got Thursday. We've got Adam Pearce, Chelsea Green, Dom Mysterio, Drew McIntyre, Jade Cargill, JC Mateo, Kit Wilson, Liv Morgan, Matt Cardona. We've got Solo Sokoa. We've got Stephanie Vaquer. We've got Talatonga, Tomatonga, Tiffany Stratton. We've got Tongaloa and Nick Aldis. So that's on the Thursday. That's the day that the most people have been announced for. It's a banging day. Like, I would love to go to this day because there's a lot of people on there, but we just get there that day. So we're not going to be able to likely. But it's disappointing.
Yeah, like I mean, if we just make crazy time
Yeah.
and get there, really early, like potentially we could meet a couple people, but it's certainly not
Well,
a
and if there's
guarantee enough to buy the pass
any
ahead of time.
delays in our flights or anything, we're missing out on stuff we prepaid for. So
Yeah.
it's not doable. Friday, they haven't fully announced yet. That's the day we booked for. So we've got Brie and Nikki Bella. We've got Javon Evans, Jay Uso, Lyra Valkyria, Maxine Dupree, Penta, Rusev, Trick Williams, and Trish Stratus.
So Trish is a big one, I think, for us being
Yeah.
Canadian. Somebody that we definitely want to make
Yeah.
sure we see.
Yeah.
So that'll be one that we'll get on pre-sale for sure.
I'm excited about that one too. Saturday and Sunday being the WrestleMania days, not fully stacked yet, but Stone Cold Steve Austin is doing both of those days. Saturday, they also have Kane, Otis, and Tozawa. And then Sunday, Steve Austin and X-Pac. And then on Monday, they've got Julia, Jacob Fatu, R-Truth, Rob Van Dam, and Road Dogg.
What you might not realize on the East Coast is that WrestleMania being in Vegas, it's going to be aired quite a bit earlier than what you might be thinking. Right?
Something we didn't think about.
So those Saturday and Sunday WWE World Passes aren't really feasible for us either because we're supposed to be at Mania by like 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Doors open super early in the afternoon.
So there's like a 4-hour window to go to WWE World. And if you're loading that with meet and greets, you're not really getting any of the WWE World. And you might have enough time to wait in 2 lines.
And rushing between venues and risking, because the other thing to consider is that WWE World is at the convention center, which is all the way up near Fremont, which is, if you don't know Vegas, a complete opposite end of the strip from Allegiant Stadium, which is all the way at the bottom of the strip. So it's a good distance to have to travel. Anyway, we're excited. We want to get to Allegiant Stadium pretty early for WrestleMania, just to see all the hype that's going to be there, and we don't want to risk that. So far we're doing WWE World on the Friday.
Yep.
All right, last but not least, and I saved this to the last because it is the most exciting part of this, and this is our Elimination Chamber predictions.
Here we go.
Okay. First match, we have Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, currently held by Becky Lynch.
I got to go with Beck on this, and I know that most people are probably going to disagree with that. And it's not just because we like her. It's because she's already been bested by AJ Lee twice.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you do that to her 3 times?
Yeah.
And with that ridiculous submission that doesn't look like it has any reason to hurt you at all. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. And Becky Lynch is my favorite female wrestler that exists. So I am going Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
I can't bet against her.
I like her more too, but that's not why I'm picking her. It's more just that I can't see why it would make sense to have her lose to AJ Lee 3 times. And I don't think AJ Lee's around enough to hold a belt. So
yeah, I do have to make a public declaration of apology of sorts to do with AJ Lee real quick, because I've been pretty hard on her and my dislike of her. And I did watch a bit of What's Your Story with Steph McMahon, where she had interviewed AJ Lee back in the fall. And I've got to say, I found her kind of charming and a lot of her story very heartwarming. And I found her very genuine. And so it hurt my soul a little bit to recognize how much I have expressed my dislike for her. That being said, I don't like her WWE character, and I stand by that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Thanks. Okay, next match for predictions. CM Punk versus Finn Balor for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by CM Punk.
I mean, it's not too often you get a title match where like one of the people in this match is already announced for the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, why are we doing this?
Like, I mean, come on. I can't see any scenario unless Triple H is just gonna blow everyone's friggin' mind and let Finn Balor be the champ. I mean, like they'll burn the building down. Like,
yeah, people love him way too much right now, and they've already announced his WrestleMania match. Like he's fighting Roman Reigns. Like I don't understand how. There's no way he can lose this. There's no way.
well, no, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, CM Punk
Done
all the
and done.
way. I'm sorry, Finn, but
Yeah.
I can't see how they do that and not just blow everything up.
I'm with you. All right, women's elimination chamber match: Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Kiana James. For some reason, that was something we didn't really touch on, but anyway, Raquel Rodriguez. And I just want to say, Kiana James won her qualifier against Nia Jax and Charlotte Flair, and we were mind blown at this.
Yeah, that was messed up. Like,
Kiana James? What? Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax lost.
yeah, I mean, talk about a shock. It was something else. I don't think that they're doing this to make Chamber Kiana's moment. I think they're doing it to help give her a little bit more clout going forward, and good for her. But she's not winning the Chamber. I don't think it's going to be Rhea or Io. I think they're going to be in a tag picture for Mania. And they just don't need to put either of them, and like this tag thing with them is so big, they're gonna ride that out. I think it's gonna come down to it's either Raquel or it's Tiffy time, and Tiffy time is the rematch. That's Jade took the belt from her, right?
Storyline wise, it makes the most sense. I would love it if Raquel won, but I don't think there's any story there. So
They're just she's another monster, right?
for sure, yeah,
That's
it's
really
just
what makes me feel like it's coming down to her,
yeah,
and because they're trying to build her star power as well. Like
yeah,
she's there a lot. She gets
yeah.
a lot of TV time. She's obviously somebody that they really like. They're giving her this name, Big Sexy. She's
It's growing for her, but I still don't think it doesn't make more sense to put her up against Jade Cargill over Tiffany Stratton. I think Tiffany Stratton is the clear choice here.
yeah. That probably is the outcome here. So yeah, I'll go with that. It's Tiffy time.
I will say you made me think of something women's tag title picture for WrestleMania could be a reason that Charlotte and Nia did lose and were not in Chamber if their tag teams and Bria and Io
Yeah, could be like
end up in like
a
6-woman tag match.
Yeah, exactly. Could be a bunch of them, right?
So that's something to
That's a
think
good
about.
idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last match for predictions. Men's Elimination Chamber match. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, and Jey Uso.
I mean, it's Cody all day.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. There's no way and we've already said kind of like a out there prediction for us is that we think that there'll be something to do with Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Regardless of whether that actually plays out or not, I don't see a world where it's not right now, based on what's happening, where it's not Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. So,
I mean, it's not out of the question that all the signs pointing to that being the answer. It's not crazy that might not happen. But no, I think sometimes the obvious choice is the right choice, and I think this is one of those times.
Well, and I think the twist will be that Jacob Fatu is going to be involved.
The three-way thing,
so
yeah, exactly.
It won't be as obvious or as clear cut as you would think. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think something potentially post chamber, and it builds the story of the triple threat somehow. Like,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
see.
All right, folks. Well, we agreed on all fronts here. So we've got Becky Lynch, CM Punk, Tiffany Stratton, and Cody Rhodes. Those are our predictions for Elimination Chamber match. So if you disagree or agree or have other ideas of what's going to happen, please reach out and let us know.
Yeah, we love to hear what you think, good or bad. Let us have it.
You can do that on any of our social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X/Twitter, YouTube Shorts. You can go on there, like, follow, subscribe, comment. Tell us how you really feel. We want to hear it. We're at Poppin' Heat. That's at POPNHEAT.
Yeah, and you can check out this and all our other 43 episodes on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Audible. And you can always check out the video version right here on YouTube.
Yeah, you can. Thanks so much for listening, guys. And check
Yeah.
back in with us next week. We will recap what plays out at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We'll see you then, guys.
Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.